Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. So, some sobering thoughts as I'm watching the news and, I'm feeling all the different viral energy that is just floating through my universe. Can't get away from it. It's pretty, I don't know. I mean, more than sobering, it's just like, it's, I wish I could figure out a word. Self-evident. It is very self-evident right now what's going on. Like watching the news right now with New York being under a torrential flow of water, like torrential. Seeing the new hurricane out there in the Atlantic, Hurricane Larry, knowing all the devastation, what's going on in Louisiana. I know that the Northeast, like Ohio, is going to be under super amount of snow. It's going to be freaking cold. This is like, and then feeling the viral stuff, feeling the arm pain. I don't have any eye pain. I know my husband feels eye pain stuff. But last night it was pretty intense. The arm pain, like shoulder arm pain, and I didn't take anything for it. I just dealt with it. But I don't even know what it means. Like it is an upgrade. It is an evolution. I just deal with it. I don't suppress any energy because it's all upgrades, but it's a massive amount of upgrades that many people have a hard time dealing with because they could not, well, they never were taught to deal with pain. And so, but this is something to expect. And if you've just started the J juice and all of that, you're going to have more than just arm pain and leg pain. There'll be a lot of things that are going to be in pain. And that's what's going to be the most torturous part of all of this is that if you're trying to do J juice and deal with all these new viruses and deal with latent retroactive viruses, holy shit, and try to eat the food supply of which you may have already issues with. Oh my God, and dealing with all the stress and politics, religion, and science. That's why I told you guys just to get this shit figured out a couple years ago. Not that I knew this is going to happen, because I never knew that all this fires and wind and rain and hurricanes and storms and ice, and because we're going to be heading into some ice storms. I mean, those that are in the Northeast that aren't already dealing with torrential flooding in the platforms over there in the subways, it's going to be very freaking cold. But this is like everywhere in the whole US. They're saying that we're going to be prepared. We're going to be hit with a majorly cold winter. And of course, I would say, like, yeah, climate change. Yeah, who's changing the climate? Like, it doesn't even matter at this point. And so, I just would advise all of you guys, stay home and stay safe, yes, but figure out what you absolutely need. Like, seriously, like, have your paperwork in plastic and in a backpack ready to go. Have that somewhere where you can just pull it if you have to, if you need to, because I don't know if this hurricane or this next hurricane that might be coming through, it might hit over here in Ohio. I may be under a foot of water in the next couple weeks. I have absolutely no idea. None of you have absolutely no idea what to expect when it comes to all this crazy weather. Okay? And if, like I said, if Louisiana is any indicator, if Hurricane Ida is any indicator of what to expect, you got to be light on your feet. You got to be ready to go at a moment's notice. Have your dog, prepared to go with a leash, not a crate, because you don't want to deal with that. You want to give your dog mobility. And as soon as you see a warning that there's going to be a bunch of rain, get to higher ground, wherever that is. I don't even know. I don't even know where higher ground is over here, but I have to go and look at a map. Ask my husband, since he knows the area pretty well. But I'm telling you, this is no freaking joke. This is like insane. Like I'm just whatever. So, I have a bunch of salt here. Not that I need a bunch of salt, but I have a bunch of salt, and I have a little bit of juice. Not that I need the juice, but I have some food stuff. And it's like when you have nothing, when you actually are faced with that, you might have nothing because of a freak storm that you weren't prepared for. Imagine what these people are dealing with in Louisiana and in the subways in some parts of New York City. That's what you're gonna have. That's why you gotta really I don't know, you can't hurry up healing. Healing takes time. I just hope a lot of you have prepared yourselves for anything. I hope a lot of you have healed more than not, because it's going to take, you having the gut to deal with all of this survival and not knowing the unpredictability. So I'm going through my mind what I have to do to prepare for fire, rain, wind, hurricanes, floods, ice, snow, no electricity. I mean, not having a refrigerator or a freezer working. I mean, I'm going through my head of what I have to do to figure out how to survive through all of that. And that's going to be a new way of thinking for all of you guys, especially if you're on the J Juice mentality. It's how do you think ahead and be ahead of whatever catastrophe might come up, because we're in apocalyptic scenarios, none of which I'm even prepared for, but I'm getting my mind prepared for it. Okay? And so yes, it's all about dealing with the viral stuff and the pain, but then now it's about surviving. And it's about, like, not right now having such an attachment to material things, because you will lose them in a flood, you lose them in a tornado, you will lose them in any type of unpredictable, very strong energy of a weather force, whatever that is. And then it comes down to you. What do you have? Do you have what it takes to deal with all of this? And oh my God. So just start thinking about how you're going to survive through all types of seasons, all types of inclement weather. And those that are in California, they're dealing with drought, they're dealing with fires, they're dealing with who knows what, probably bitter cold, probably no electricity, and they're going to be stuck in the human habitation zone of the Hunger Games, the microbial Hunger Games. And then you have people in the middle of America. They have their own issues of tornadoes and snow and all of that. And then you have people in the Northeast. So we're going to have hurricanes, I mean, Northeast and Southeast. A lot of rain, wind, and water, and snow, and ice, and bitter cold. So I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for it. Thank God I gained some weight over the summer. If you see on my timeline, picture of me a couple years ago, that's how skinny I was when I was drinking so much J juice and hardly eating. That size of me would not fly right now. That size of me being that skinny would not work in this environment. And so I urge you guys just to pack on the pounds, especially for this winter, because you're going to need the insulation. Be like a bear. Start packing on the pounds. All right? Now is not the time to be on any kind of diets or being conservative in your intake. You need every little bit of nutrition that's out there. Meat, the milk, the eggs, the cheese, the bread, the donuts, all of it. Okay? You'll still be beautiful. All right. Bye.